Volkswagen is more than just a car company in Germany. It's a living symbol of national pride, resilience, and industrial might. For generations, the VW badge has stood for quality, reliability, and the spirit of German engineering. It's woven into the fabric of everyday life, representing not only mobility but also the country's post-war recovery and global reputation. From the iconic Beetle, which became a beloved fixture on roads worldwide, to the ever-popular Golf, Volkswagen has shaped the way Germans live, work, and travel. Each model reflects the changing aspirations of society and mirrors the country's remarkable economic rise from the ashes of war to a powerhouse of innovation. Its sprawling factories anchor entire regions, providing tens of thousands of jobs and fueling the export-driven economy that Germany is famous for. For many towns, Volkswagen isn't just an employer, it's the beating heart of the community, supporting families and local businesses alike. But the auto world is changing at a breathtaking pace. Electric vehicles, digital technology, and new mobility trends are upending old certainties, forcing even the most established players to rethink everything they know. Volkswagen has poured billions into electrification, investing heavily in new battery technology and modernizing its factories. But this seismic shift demands more than just money. It requires new skills, new processes, and a bold new mindset from everyone involved, from engineers to assembly line workers. The recent closure of the Dresden plant came as a shock to many, sending ripples of uncertainty through the workforce and raising tough questions about Germany's competitiveness. It's a stark reminder that even the strongest industrial models can be vulnerable in times of rapid change. This isn't just a business story. It's about the fate of a national icon and the livelihoods of countless families in a world that's evolving faster than ever before. The decisions made now will shape the future of German industry for decades to come. Even giants like Volkswagen aren't immune to the powerful global forces reshaping the economy. Competition is fierce, and the pressure to innovate has never been greater. The Dresden shutdown is more than a local setback. It's a wake-up call for Germany's entire industrial landscape, urging leaders and workers alike to adapt, evolve, and secure their place in the future. The transparent factory in Dresden was never just a place to build cars, it was a symbol of innovation and transparency. Its striking glass walls invited the world to look inside, reflecting Volkswagen's commitment to openness and progress in the automotive industry. Originally constructed to assemble the luxury Phaeton sedan, the factory later transformed into a showcase for Volkswagen's electric ambitions. It became a hub for assembling the e-Golf and ID.3, representing the company's shift toward a cleaner, more sustainable future. The plant stood as a testament to the evolution of German engineering, adapting to new technologies and market demands. Visitors from around the world could watch cars being made in real time, experiencing firsthand the precision and care that went into each vehicle. Interactive exhibits and guided tours educated guests about the future of mobility, making the factory not just a workplace, but a regional point of pride and a symbol of Dresden's forward-thinking spirit. But as demand for electric vehicles lagged behind optimistic projections, Volkswagen made the difficult decision to consolidate production at larger, more cost-effective plants, leaving Dresden's transparent factory behind and ending its unique chapter in automotive history. The closure is more than just an economic setback, it's a blow to Dresden's identity, and a setback for Eastern Germany's post-reunification revival. The loss reverberates through the community, touching families and businesses that depended on the factory's presence. Local suppliers and small businesses feel the impact as orders dry up, and the city loses a major tourist attraction that once drew thousands each year. The transparent factory had become a landmark, and its absence leaves a noticeable void in Dresden's cultural and economic landscape. Volkswagen has promised to retain some jobs and repurpose parts of the facility, but the plant's main purpose, building cars, has come to an end. For many employees, the future remains uncertain and the sense of loss is palpable. The once bustling glass walls now stand silent, reflecting not just the city outside, but also the uncertainty clouding the region's industrial future. The transparent factory's emptiness is a stark reminder of the challenges ahead. Dresden's story is a microcosm of the broader challenges facing Germany's manufacturing heartland, a region grappling with change, searching for new opportunities, and striving to preserve its legacy in a rapidly evolving world. The Dresden closure hits hardest for its 300 workers, shattering the job security once guaranteed by Germany's industrial giants. Reassignments are offered, but transitions are tough, and anxiety spreads beyond the factory gates. Local suppliers and service firms, many small businesses, lose vital contracts, threatening jobs across the region. The loss of tax revenue and business tourism further weakens Dresden's economy. Nationally, the shutdown fuels fears of deindustrialization and questions about Germany's manufacturing competitiveness. High labor and energy costs are driving companies to rethink their presence in Germany. The empty factory stands as a stark warning. Even flagship sites aren't safe in today's volatile market. The ripple effects extend far beyond Dresden, challenging the foundations of Germany's economic model. Germany's energy crisis, triggered by the loss of cheap Russian gas, has hammered its industrial sector. Soaring energy costs have eroded the competitive edge that powered German manufacturing for decades. Companies like Volkswagen now face tough choices about where to produce, with Germany's high costs making domestic plants vulnerable. Government subsidies offer only temporary relief, while structural disadvantages persist. The debate over renewables, nuclear power, and energy independence has intensified. Meanwhile, global supply chain disruptions and protectionist policies add to the uncertainty. The auto industry, reliant on complex international networks, is especially exposed. High energy costs and global instability are forcing German manufacturers to rethink their entire footprint. The EV revolution is transforming the auto industry from the ground up. Electric cars are simpler to build, need fewer workers, and demand new skills in software and battery tech. Overcapacity is now a problem. Factories outpace demand as consumers hesitate over price, charging, and subsidies. Smaller plants like Dresden are the first casualties as companies consolidate production. Asian firms dominate battery supply, shifting value and control away from European automakers. Fewer jobs and new skill requirements mean massive retraining for workers. The human cost of this transition is real, as traditional roles disappear and uncertainty grows. The Dresden closure is a stark example of the upheaval electrification brings. In just a few decades, China has transformed from being a crucial market for German automakers into their most formidable rival. Once, German brands dominated Chinese streets, but now, the tables are turning as Chinese automotive power surges onto the global stage. This remarkable shift is the result of years of strategic government investment and support, which have fueled the rise of Chinese electric vehicle giants like BYD and NIO. These companies are not just catching up, they're now leading the way in cutting-edge technology, battery innovation, and sustainable manufacturing. With their advanced, affordable electric cars, Chinese automakers are rapidly expanding into Europe, directly challenging established players like Volkswagen on their own turf. Their aggressive push into international markets is reshaping the competitive landscape. A key advantage for Chinese firms is their tight control over the battery supply chain and their ability to keep costs low. This puts immense pressure on European manufacturers, who now struggle to match both the price and the pace of innovation coming from China. The relentless pace of innovation in China is setting new global standards for electric vehicles. Chinese engineers and designers are pushing boundaries, forcing traditional automakers worldwide to adapt quickly or risk falling behind in this fast-evolving industry. German brands, once seen as the gold standard, now face the daunting challenge of competing not just on quality, but also on price, technology, and speed. For these established giants, maintaining their edge is becoming increasingly difficult. The arrival of Chinese EVs in Europe is fundamentally reshaping the market. Competition is intensifying, margins are being squeezed, and consumers are benefiting from more choices and lower prices. To survive and thrive, Volkswagen and its peers must become more agile, innovative, and responsive than ever before. The pressure to accelerate development and embrace new technologies has never been greater. Today, the influence of China is a constant factor in every strategic decision made by global automakers. Partnerships, investments, and even product designs are now shaped by the realities of China's growing dominance. The global auto race is no longer just about engineering excellence, it's about who can adapt, innovate, and move fastest in a rapidly changing world. The future of the industry will be defined by those who can keep up with China's relentless drive. For generations, a job at Volkswagen meant stability and prosperity. But that promise is fading. The shift to EVs threatens traditional roles, as fewer workers are needed and new skills are required. Many employees face the daunting task of retraining for jobs centered on software and electronics. Not everyone will make the transition, raising fears of a lost generation of skilled workers. Trade unions, once focused on wages and conditions, now fight to secure future-proof jobs and investment in new technologies. The uncertainty ripples through entire regions, affecting local economies and community confidence. In places like Saxony, the fate of the auto industry shapes the future for thousands. Germany's challenge is to manage not just the industrial shift, but its social consequences. The stakes are high for workers, families, and the communities built around the car industry. The Dresden closure puts Germany's entire economic model under the spotlight. The country's success has long relied on high-quality manufacturing, exports, and strong social partnerships. But rising protectionism, new global competitors, and high costs are eroding these foundations. The "Made in Germany" premium is harder to defend as rivals close the quality gap and innovate faster. High wages and energy prices now threaten the competitiveness of German industry. The nation faces tough questions. Can it maintain its industrial base while pursuing social and environmental goals? The Volkswagen story is a symptom of deeper structural challenges. Germany must adapt or risk losing its place as an industrial powerhouse. The Dresden shutdown is a turning point for Volkswagen and German industry. Automakers must balance phasing out old technologies with bold investments in the new. Agility, efficiency, and innovation are now survival skills, not just buzzwords. Germany must diversify its industrial base and invest in future technologies like batteries, hydrogen, and software. The choices made now will shape the fate of workers, regions, and the nation's economic future. Other European automakers are watching closely. Dresden may be just the first of many such moves, yet Germany has a history of resilience and reinvention. The current crisis could spark the reforms and innovation needed for a new era of prosperity. The next chapter of the German auto industry is unwritten, and the world is watching.